Welcome to Channel A. Major moment just unfolded in New York City. Prime Minister Mark Carney, standing before the United Nations General Assembly, delivered what can only be called a defining chapter for Canada on the global stage. For 34 minutes, Carney faced a barrage of questions, spoke directly to the international press, and set out a vision that carried far beyond the walls of that chamber. At its heart, his message was unmistakable and directed squarely at Donald Trump. Canada will not be bullied, it will not be pushed aside, and it will thrive regardless of threats or pressure. Carney's press conference sent a message loud and clear to UN member states. Canada is no longer dependent on the United States. He reminded the world that Canada is forging new trade partnerships across Europe, Asia, Africa, and Latin America. The lesson of Trump's trade war, Carney argued, was simple. Canada will never again allow itself to be cornered by a single partner. But he didn't stop there. Carney announced that Canada is doubling its defense spending and broadening its security alliances. Washington, he made clear, will no longer be the sole anchor of Canadian defense. And then came the bombshell. When pressed about the US-made F-35 fighter jets, Carney dropped the hint everyone heard. Canada may walk away. A move that would deliver a direct blow to Donald Trump. Proof that Canada is ready to reject American hardware and put its own sovereignty first. In just minutes, Carney connected the dots: trade, defense, procurement. Canada is diversifying, asserting its independence, and showing the world that Trump's leverage over Ottawa is gone. Carney wasted no time in New York. He opened with a direct warning. Canada will prosper in spite of Trump's threats, tariffs, trade wars, and pressure. None of it, he declared, will halt Canada's growth. His message was unmistakable. The era of bullying is over. But Carney didn't stop there. He turned to a deeper concern: the fractures within democracy itself. Without ever mentioning Trump by name, the target was clear. America under Trump is divided and faltering. By contrast, Carney presented Canada as steady, united, and firmly anchored in the values of human rights, freedom, and dignity. In just minutes, Carney flipped the script, transforming Trump's threats into signs of weakness and Canada's resilience into undeniable strength. Canada will not only prosper, it will lead. Carney reminded the world that Canada isn't just surviving, it's thriving. He laid out the evidence: clean energy, critical minerals, artificial intelligence, agriculture, quantum science, the building blocks of the future. And Canada, he stressed, has them all. But Carney went further. He showed how Canada is transforming those strengths into global leadership. While Trump isolates America, Carney is investing in solutions to global challenges. On climate change, poverty, and food security, the contrast could not be clearer. Trump builds walls, Carney builds partnerships. Trump closes doors, Carney opens them. Canada, Carney declared, has what the world needs. And under his leadership, it is stepping up as the trusted partner allies can rely on. Carney also drew a sharp contrast in diplomacy. While Trump's ambassador to Canada, Pete Hoekstra, spends his days attacking Canadians, Carney praised Bob Rae, Canada's ambassador to the UN, for representing the country with dignity and staying true to Canadian values. It was a subtle but powerful reminder. Canada's diplomacy is grounded in principle, not petty politics. From there, Carney shifted to his broader vision. He told Canadians that nostalgia is not a strategy. The world cannot go backward, but it can move forward, and Canada will lead that charge. His message was ambitious and confident. Canada will build a stronger tomorrow rooted in values, independence, and global leadership. In one sweep, Carney contrasted Trump's divisive diplomacy with Canada's principled approach, and then outlined exactly where he intends to take the country. So, what's the takeaway from this press conference? Carney delivered a message that could not be clearer. Canada is no longer a country waiting for Washington's approval. It is a nation determined to prosper despite threats, diversify its future, harness its strengths, and step forward as a leader. While Trump isolates America, Carney is connecting Canada to the world. While American democracy fractures, Canada's values remain firm. And while Trump leans on old leverage, Carney is charting a future where Canada stands strong, independent, and global. This was more than a press conference. It was a declaration. Canada's future will not be defined in Washington. It will be written in Ottawa and on the world stage. If you're proud of Canada standing tall under Mark Carney's leadership, don't forget to subscribe to Canada Today for more breaking analysis, insights, and updates on how